Oh, great start there. I was already muted. Awesome. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Mets Weekly. I'm going to just skip the intro because I don't even have the energy for it. And I think we all know why. There's a lot to unpack here, obviously, but the main headline here is Edwin Díaz just signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and this happened about, a half hour ago-ish, 45 minutes ago. And I needed to take a little bit of time to cool off a little bit, but I'm sure I'll reheat during this stream. Wow. Unreal. It's 3 years, $69 million. It is the richest AAV for any reliever. And he ends up going to the Dodgers, the team that the Mets would obviously be in contention with in the National League. I mean, we all saw this as a possibility with the Mets attaching a qualifying offer to Edwin Díaz. The Dodgers were the only team that we saw as a real threat. I talked about it publicly. But when I'm seeing the numbers that are getting matched up this way, how? How does that happen? How do you allow that to happen? And I'm usually someone to come in here and calm people down and say that, oh, well, maybe there's another silver lining to this. Maybe there's another thought process to this. I don't have one. I really don't. Because, again, I have already said that if Diaz walks, he walks. Baseball is business. That's how it's going to be. It's whatever. But when you see him walk for this price, that is unacceptable. That can't fucking happen. It can't. And I don't want to hear the justification for allowing him to walk like this. Because if this was a 5-year, $120 million contract from the Dodgers, which they will defer, so it's not like that money is real anyway, I would be like, okay, whatever. But if you lose him for 3 years after you just signed Devin Williams to 3 years and also deferred those payments too, that makes no sense. That doesn't at all. Not for 1 second. How do you allow this to happen? How? Embarrassing. You just got embarrassed again. Good job. Good fucking job. And there better be a solution here, quick. Because if you were to bring in, somebody else, then we'll have a different conversation. But Devin Williams as your closer, after what you just saw from him as a New York Yankee, that's basically what we just heard from Anthony DeComo. It seems like the Mets are just going to use him as their closer. So yeah, that's great. Even though we have already talked about he's better as an 8th inning guy. Makes more sense as an 8th inning guy. Not to freak out whatsoever, because the Dodgers are the only guys in their way. You know what's funny? We had a report, and I even said this on our podcast a few days ago, saying that there was a report that the Dodgers may have Edwin Díaz out of their price range. So that was obviously inaccurate. And it seems like Diaz went perfectly to their price range. So he gets $23 million a year. That is the richest AAV of any closer, any reliever. It's record-setting. He gets an extra year compared to the 2 years that he was going to opt into, that he could have opted into for the Mets contract. So he gets, he gets a year and $2 million more than what he would have gotten paid for the next 2 years. And listen, good for Diaz. All right? Good for him. This is my guy. You guys know that this is my favorite Met. So good for him. I will always be rooting for him, even if he is in a Dodger uniform. I don't know if he didn't want to be here. Could have fooled me because he's made it very, very public about how much he loved it in New York. But baseball is business at the end of the day. You can't get upset for a guy wanting to get paid. You can't. But what I can get upset for is the fact that the Mets seem to be so even-keeled on giving him 3 years, maybe not willing to go a fourth, and he ends up signing for 3 years anyway. Because if it seemed like it was going at the pace that we all suspected it to go, this would have dragged out past the winter meetings. But for some reason, maybe the Mets just had a stern price on it. Maybe that was it. Joel Sherman saying that he wanted to go to the Dodgers. I'm sure. Because here comes the New York media damage control. Oh, he wanted to go to the Dodgers. It's not the Mets' fault. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. You don't get outbid like this. I'm sorry. You don't get outbid for this. That's ridiculous. That's a joke. Let me guess. The Mets offered more with non-deferrals, right? That's what we're going to say. We're going to see the damage control, right? Where's the media? Where is it? Where's the media? Where's the media to tell me this is all good? It's all fine because Diaz didn't want to be here, right? Yep. Here we go. Yep. Where is it? Mets offered 3 years, 66. Yeah, that's where I'm pissed off here. That's it. That's where I'm pissed off. A $3 million difference. A $3 million difference. And you couldn't, unbelievable. Unfucking believable. How do you allow that to happen? How? Oh, here it is. Mike Puma. The Mets offered Edwin Díaz $66 million over 3 years with deferrals, with room to improve, according to the source. Diaz took the Dodgers offer instead. Okay, the Mets are the victims. Here we go. Unbelievable. Go fuck yourself. Oh, and here's Edwin. Oh, look at that. Nice. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, it's all coming to the surface now. Look at that. Awesome. Eric Chavez is laughing at us now, seeing the Dodgers sign Edwin Díaz. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Sick. How do you allow that to happen? How? David Stearns, I've been nothing but patient with you. Everyone knows I have. What a fucking joke. What a joke. Unbelievable. Everyone knows I have been patient as anyone when everybody would say, I want David Stearns out of here. Thanks for making me look like an idiot, David. How do you get outbid like that? That doesn't make any sense. What exactly did the Mets do to make Edwin Díaz be, yeah, I want to be a Dodger? Sick. Unbelievable. Oh, yep. He circled back. Yep, he didn't circle back to the Mets. Yep, that's all we're getting. Yep, here we go. All the excuses for why this is okay. Why it's okay, man. There it is. Yep, he didn't go back to the Mets. He didn't say, oh, he just left like a ship in the night, like Noah Syndergaard. Fuck off. Unbelievable. I can't do it, man. I just can't. I can't. I'm not going to sit here and be reasonable when I see shit like this. When I see a difference between $3 million fucking dollars. Unbelievable. Unfucking real. The quote is modest deferrals, by the way. That's what we're getting. Modest deferrals. Damage control, boys. Here it is. Here's the damage control. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, Kyle Schwarber is back with the Phillies. By the way, he got a record-setting deal, but I don't think anybody really cares about that. I don't think anybody really expected Schwarber to come to the Mets. Like, let's be real. Did anybody really expect Schwarber to come to the Mets? Did anybody expect him to, prioritize the Mets over the Phillies? Like, no, I don't think anybody did. The Mets, here it is. The Mets expressed that there was wiggle room to go higher, but Diaz went to the Dodgers. Yep. It's okay, guys. We're the victims. We're the victims. Unbelievable. So, where do they go from here? Who knows? Who absolutely knows? We saw some reports about Michael King, obviously in the starting rotation. Could it be Suarez or Fairbanks? Maybe. Sure. Which is a fine replacement. And then if that ends up happening, that's fine. But it looks like Devin Williams is just going to be their closer because that seems to be where we are aimed at right now. And I don't like the thought of that. I don't. Because he is better assembled as an eighth inning guy. And we know he is. This is Alexis Diaz's fault? Probably is. I don't know. Did he say how great the Dodgers were when he was unreal? Unreal. And then here we go. I can't do this. I can't do this Twitter ride where I'm hearing everybody just justify this happening like it's okay. We also got some rumors about David Peterson as well. The Mets are open to moving him, which I'm sure that'll fizzle out. I'm sure that'll fizzle out because, I just don't like that at all. I don't. I really don't. Unbelievable. Wiggle room to go higher, but Diaz ended up choosing the Dodgers. I'm sure he did. I just can't play victim when the other side that ends up getting him is the Dodgers. I can't do it. What does that say about Stearns that he thinks Williams can be a closer? I mean, he ended up trading Josh Hader for Williams to be the closer, so I'm not surprised. I just think he's better in the eighth inning role. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But it just makes a lot more sense in that way. Guys, Andrew's probably going to be here about halfway through the stream here. We're going to go for about an hour. And basically just, I guess, vent at this point, because I can't just sit here and be like, oh, well, what are the solutions here? I don't think I can. I have been nothing but patient on this. Nothing but patient. Unbelievable. I guess we can try to move this over and try to see what was going on here. Background. Hold on, guys. Let me just switch things. Okay. Let me just put Twitter up here, guys. Hold on. Guys, let me know if you can hear this. All right, here's Heyman on the Diaz situation here.
3 years, $69 million. That is a record deal on the average annual value, average annual salary for a closer. Went short term instead of the long term. That's the way the Dodgers do it. I didn't feel like the Mets really wanted to go long term either. It's a blow for the Mets. I don't think you can look at it any other way. This guy was one of the best closers in the game, if not the best closer in the game. Terrific fan favorite, the Timmy Trumpet, the whole thing. Terrific personality in that clubhouse. Obviously, the Mets have already signed Devin Williams, so they did get a back-end guy ahead of it. But, I mean, he's not Edwin Díaz. Certainly, obviously, a spotty year last year in the Bronx for Devin Williams. Edwin Díaz was superb, absolutely superb for the Mets last year. And overall, as a Met pitcher, and certainly will be remembered fondly. But, the Mets are going to have to act and do something now to beef up that bullpen and improve this team.
Yeah, well, so that's pretty much it right there. I'm gonna actually adjust this here. Hold on. I'm gonna adjust this. I mean, it's just the fact that, like, you continue to see this over and over and over again with no end. And listen, I get that the CBA likely that's coming up, but to have like one more blow like this, it's just like unbelievable. Unfucking believable. I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. If it wasn't the Dodgers, I feel like there wouldn't be as much of the panic, but when you see this continuously happening, it's ridiculous. It's genuinely ridiculous that this just continues to happen over and over and over again. I don't know how many times we can just constantly say, well, he ends up going to the Dodgers. Like, of course he does, Of course he does. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. It's just crazy. Unreal. How does that end up happening? Just how? I just don't get it. How do you get outbid by that type of number? I don't get it. But hey, Daddy Warbucks Steve, right? We've got Mr. Steve Cohen. All right. I think that's going to be our new layout for that. Unreal. I just have no idea. How does that even happen? How? This is bad, really bad. Yeah. Well, I'm not doing this damage control. I can't do it. I can't do the damage control anymore. Andrew's here. We'll switch this up here. Hold on. Is that? No. I guess we can adjust this. Andrew, what's going on, man?
Yeah,
I'm having a great time.
Gotta love David Stearns, man. What a great GM. You know, we waited for this guy for 5 years. Guys sound like Joe Beningo. This is a terrible way to start. I sound like fucking Beningo. But yeah, this was the Wonder Boy, right? He's like, oh, we wanted, this is the guy we want in control, and he's just bringing all his guys. I mean, there's a conversation. Who's worse, Drury, Joe Shane, or David Stearns? I mean, that might be a conversation.
Let's not get there yet. Let's not get there yet.
Well,
let's not.
I mean,
hey,
missed the playoffs 2 years, utter collapse, and then this is what he does. He brings his boy back while not paying $18 million more to keep the better guy. That's pathetic.
Unbelievable.
That you decided I want to pay my guy $51 million when you had the best closer in baseball, or number 2, on your team, and all you had to do was give him $70 million. And I don't want to get, you've already said, like, oh, now you're already seeing everyone's like, well, they offered some. You know what's better than anything? Just and it's like, oh, the media was saying, oh, it's 4 to 5 years. Like, there is no excuse. Like, you could give him $100 million for a 3-year deal. Like, 3 year for a reliever. This is, I get it again, but to sit an opportunity where you have the best closer in the game, who, if you would have made a 3-year $75 million, and let's even talk about this. I don't know if you brought this up yet. He's getting $1.5 million raise to what he was getting paid on his last contract, while adding just 1 year.
Yeah,
think
that's what I already said. Yeah.
No, it's not even. Well, you're paying. No, you're paying what, $7 million more, and 1 more year than what he was originally.
He didn't want to be He didn't want to be a Met. He broke our hearts.
I'm
just done with this victim shit. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do the victim shit anymore. When you see the Dodgers as the team that takes them with that sort of difference, that's unforgivable. That can't happen. That just can't happen.
And you want to, and what was it Cohen? What kept saying? I want to be the Dodgers. Well, you can't be them if you're letting your best players, go to them.
The only way he can be the Dodgers is if you get a new CBA. It's the only way. I mean, they're so fucking far ahead at this point.
I mean, you think about it. The guys are getting old.
I'm done. I can't excuse this. I can't. Because if it was one thing, again, like I already said, because if it was one thing, it was like 5 years, $120 million, then I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm not doing that. But when it's that close, I don't care. I don't care if, well, that's that, That's that. Oh, he just didn't want to be here. All right.
It's, and again,
seriously.
He didn't even come close to the Tanner Scott deal. That should be fireable. Yeah. The fact that he was what? Less than, $11 million from topping the Tanner, and an extra year shaved off of the Tanner Scott deal. Like, are you serious? Like, that's my man. If you, again, like you said, if you wanted 5 years, 25 a year, good riddance. The fact that you let your best weapon, because again, you want to keep yelling about run prevention. What happened? What do you got? I can't read that.
It's just the constant. It's like the Mets expressed that there was wiggle room to go higher, but he went to the Dodgers. I'm just like, it's damage control. This is all they do. It's damage control. When do you ever see the New York media go out there and say, "Oh, well, I don't understand this. Why are they doing this? I don't get it." It's just I'm just done. I'm so done with this crap. They did the same thing on MLB on Mets Hot Stove. It's like, oh well, Jeff McNeil could play left field. No. It's like the Mets can do no wrong here. They didn't screw up at all. The Mets have never done anything wrong in their lives. Meanwhile, we're coming off of an offseason where they just gave Frankie Montas guaranteed $34 million.
And who wanted him? Again, I'm not saying again, and I'm not trying to be. Again, will I troll? Have I trolled about? Hey, I don't like Stearns. Yeah, I hate this small market BS. If you're trying to be a big market team, price be damned, get who you want. And it was more of a trolling, dumpster day. This is the first one where I'm like, okay, now this is pathetic small market BS where I have my guy, and instead of my thing was
we saw last night, right? You know what we saw last night?
What?
Trevor McGill.
Oh,
Trevor
yeah.
McGill, maybe. Where was he? Where is he? Who brought him in Milwaukee?
Oh, boy.
Great. I'm glad that works out for you.
And again, going to backhand of the two former Brewers. Hey, let's go trade for Josh Hader too. Let's just get the whole band back together. But that's the point. It's like the big market GM says, okay, I have a line, but I need this player. And especially that there was the Dodgers, any blind person would have saw the two teams in them would have been the Dodgers and the Mets. And the fact that you knew when you put the qualifying offer, you knew you were bidding against the Dodgers, that you don't go over that finish line and hell, go into the stands for a price just to keep him away. Because how many times have we said the gap between the Dodgers and the Mets? You didn't make the playoffs. And we've said all year about we need to reshape this core, destroy it, whatever. We thought that we needed that to happen. And I guess if you want to be a sick individual, he's doing that. He is blowing this core up. But with the solution so far he's brought in is just going back to old X's ain't a good sign. And we've seen that they're not on Kyle Tucker, which, again, I'm not saying you have to be. You want to go sign Cody Bellinger to 7 years, which, you just got him a 5-year bad contract for a non-superstar, and then you're going to give a non-superstar 5-6 years. The Alonzo thing.
Let me role play with damage control. You ready?
Oh,
boy. Ready? You ready for this? Let me role play with damage control. The Mets get a draft pick for this. They get a draft pick, and it's a 4th-round pick. And do you know who was a 4th-round pick? Ricky Henderson. Yeah!
Nolan McLean was a third. Well,
here we go, baby! Dynasty!
It's like, okay, and I'm
done with this.
And I'm going to hate when
damage control. That's all it is.
And I'm going to be pissed when we see the Suarez. I like Robert Suarez, but I'm going to be so pissed that, let's say it's going to be 2 years. I'm going to say it's going to be 2 years, $40 million. This is maybe, whatever. Yeah. If it's like that for Robert Suarez, why the hell did you not just go to Diaz, who's 3 years younger and has proven to pitch in New York? That's what's going to piss me off. That will piss me off. And I love Robert Suarez. I wanted him 3 years ago when the Dodgers and the Pirates signed that big extension. But if you're telling me Suarez replacing Diaz at similar money for a similar term, you could have just had Edwin Díaz, give him the 4th year and be done. I remember that was what we all heard was they're clamoring for the 4 and the 5. And it's just it's inexcusable for our 3-year deal that it's not back in the Mets. You could have given him $30 million a year and it didn't matter because it would have been a 3-year deal. It's not a 4 or 5-year deal. And again, you have a lockout coming. You could have deferred half of it, whatever. And the fact, again, I was hot. And then the fact, the Schwarber thing, which we all kind of knew Schwarber was going back to Philly, but the fact that it was back to back at a 5-minute strand, and obviously you can see I'm pissed at work, and that was just, I didn't even said in the group chat, let me wait, because again, knowing the Dodgers, they could have, I was like, they're going to throw a Tanner Scott, more Tanner Scott money at him. That's what, again, we all kind of thought. And then just that, when Rosenthal put that 3-year deal out, again, Sturge is not doing any favors for the fan base. Again, this fan base despises him right now. And we all know when that Alonso notification in Boston goes to Boston in a couple weeks. Again, this was the guy
Well,
that we, this is
that I could obviously again, that I mean, whatever. To be honest, like seriously, whatever. I don't even care, to be honest, because this was the guy they needed to bring back. This was the guy that they needed to bring back. We knew that they had to. And
or at least not let him go to the Dodgers.
It's
that
just
was the rule.
a sour taste from all angles. The fact that we have Devin Williams now, who is connected to David Stearns for years since he was there with the Brewers. Unbelievable.
But hey, guys, run prevention.
Know if that's just. Yeah. I don't know if it's just the
run prevention.
I don't know if that's just. I don't know if that's just the fact that it's Diaz as to why I'm upset. Maybe it is. But it's just this whole wanting to make a statement and being this top team, this like, you know, this model organization, and you still keep on losing out to the Dodgers. You still be getting bested by them. This is year 5 now.
But we're banking on prospects.
How long are we going to do this? Well, at least we have a top farm system that will never trade. I mean, this is the problem. They don't finish the job. They never finish the job. Now we're going to start to hear, well, it doesn't look like they're going to be fielding offers on Kodai Senga anymore. It looks like, Jeff McNeil's going to stay. They balk at everything. This is all they do. And even when they don't balk, it takes a fucking village to end up having doing that. It takes a fucking village for them to win. Unbelievable. Diaz wanted to go to the Dodgers, period. Great. I'm glad he did. I'm sure he did. I don't want to hear it right now. I don't. I can't hear it. I can't hear this anymore. I can't. We do this every single time. It's always with the damage control. There's always damage control. Enough with this crap.
Do I want to
do it
try
anymore.
to?
I can't. It's ridiculous.
I mean, this is just.
It's possible. It's possible that I'm being irrational here because, I've always talked about the business side of baseball. But when you have that difference that is so small for a premium top 1% reliever, and you let him go to your biggest competitor for a championship? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, let's worry about the Phillies first before we worry about the Dodgers. Can we actually get into playoffs? Let's worry about that.
Well, we beat the Phillies, so we don't got to worry about them. We beat them 2 years ago. Nothing will change.
Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll try to protect Dumpster Dave.
It's
a reliever.
But hey, it's okay. We're going to make a trade for Tatis and Mason Miller.
Yeah,
so we're going to be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's okay. We're gonna get, and we're also gonna get Arson Judge.
Miller, yeah. Who's with me? Miller, yeah.
Yeah. I can't even I even wanted to play again. Okay, we talk about the business of baseball, and again, this is your memo where it's it's a reliever contract. I get it. Yes, he's the best one. The velocity is slowly decreasing as well. It's there is some sign. Again, I'm trying to at least see David Stearns. I'm trying to be nice and not try to put a gun to his head like everybody else does. I understand that. If you're telling me you can get 5 good relievers compared to 4 good relievers, again,
but
I gotta see it. Do it, and I said, will it? I understand. Again,
well, it's okay. Adam Ottavino's coming back, guys. He likes the Mets.
Dude, I miss Billy Epler. At least he overpaid everybody and got him. Didn't get outbid. Miss that guy. Nemo's back on track. I mean, at least he paid people. He didn't get outbid by anybody. He just said, all right, here's way too much money. Here you go. Enough of this. Well,
listen, I have already expressed in rationality my frustrations with what Cohen has done and what I don't like. Obviously, it's been well known that the baseball operations are being run by David Stearns. This guy's signing the checks and he's funding it. So I'm not going to completely go after Cohen. A lot of the things that I'm not a fan of with Cohen has a lot more to do with the mentality of the franchise that I still think is just very flawed. But that's another day. I even talked about this on our latest guy of like, you know, the giving these players everything they want when they underachieve, no matter what. Like this whole stuff about Starling Marte coming back because he's friends with Soto. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff, that type of mentality, that type of message is not good.
And just again, like I can yell at Cohen, but again, we all know where this is the guy who needs to be yelled at. Like, I could yell at Cohen, and again, there are things like you said that I don't love.
You know who needs to be yelled at because they brought in Devin Williams. That's the thing. That's the guy. It's
like again, Cohen. I don't want again. Cohen deserves blame. Don't get me wrong for what just happened. But who's the mastermind? That's the man from Milwaukee that again was supposed to be this boy genius. This was our Andrew Friedman, and this is what we've got. We've got a magic fairy tale, overrated, never going to happen again season, and another typical Mets collapse. But at least that one they did over 4 months compared to 1 month, which is, it's better than Wilpon.
Diaz is the snake. He's the next Kevin Durant. Look at this. I mean, I can't look at Twitter. I can't.
You can't fix stupid, as I said. You just can't fix stupid.
It's just unbelievable.
Again, we'll see what they do. And if they trade for Peralta and what's it called? McGill, does it make the team better? Yeah. Is it still funny as hell? Yeah.
I just don't know how you get outbid in that certain situation. You know what I mean? That's what makes me upset. Because you have seen me say publicly, as much as I love Diaz, if he goes, he goes. You know what I mean? Like free agency baseball is baseball, but it's like when you could have done something about it, when it's 3 years, that's what makes me pissed off. That's what pisses me off. That's the type of penny pinching crap, that type of half-ass, we don't finish the job type of crap. That type of mentality from even Billy Epler where it's like, oh yeah, we could have a DH, but hey, we got Mark Vientos. I could finish this offseason, but is it okay? Should we do it?
Bro, we got Dylan Ross and Ryan Lambert. We're all right. We're okay. Dylan Ross and Ryan Lambert.
We got Carl Jr. True.
Carl Jr. Yeah. But again, we still got all offseason, David. Legacy ain't going well, brother. And we already know that the Red Sox signed Alonso. Hey, are they doing? Is Cohen going to do Mets Fan Fest this year? I wouldn't. He ain't got the balls to do it.
He's going to wait for Alonso to sign before that happens.
100%. Ain't no way in hell he's doing that again. Yeah. So, I can lose my mind. And again, I was hot like everybody was. I was hot when the first notification came out, and I lost my even worse when I saw the 3-year thing. If a reliever is and I understand, yes, to the Dodgers, and that's the only weakness they ever had was their bullpen, and they had Edwin Díaz. If your season is imploding because of a closer, you're just not that good of a team. Like you're just not that good of a team. If a closer is a closer, it's like again, I don't want to use Colin Cowherd as an example, but it's here's the icing to the cake. Build the cake and then add the icing.
I still believe that the closer is one of the most important parts of the team now. It really is. When you think about it. It really is.
The Dodgers won. The Dodgers went back-to-back World Series, but not with no closer. I get that's different. I understand.
They do undetectable steroids. That's the difference. They do undetectable steroids. But what I'm saying, it's like you need, and maybe Devin Williams turns into that. Who knows? Maybe David Stearns is the mastermind behind this and he knows something. But I don't see how it just does not add up when you hear, oh, well, he just wanted to be a Dodger. He didn't want to stay here. He literally signed. What happened in those last 3 years? He signed a 5-year contract, $102 million with us before free agency even started.
Billy Epler, masterclass right there.
We were so adamant. We coddled him to death after that injury. We were so with him because family matters, right, Cohen? We're a family. That's all that matters. Friendships over championships. How does that happen? He said it publicly that he loves New York. How does that happen? And yes, who knows? If you put a camera in front of somebody's face, maybe they lie. Who knows? We've seen guys lie before too. Plenty of times in front of a camera. But when we see this constantly for years, how does that switch over to, oh, he just wanted to be a Dodger? Did he just see them go back to back and just be like, yeah, fuck those losers?
I mean, it's happened before. I mean, again, I mean, he looks at the team and says, I can't win here. Maybe it's just a simple, I mean, yes, I'm not giving, like he just looks at the Mets and says, I can't win here. I can go to the Dodgers and go win World Series.
Maybe the Mets view Edwin Diaz, and this is something that I've said plenty of times on here. Maybe they view Edwin Diaz as someone who is not the iron arm that he is. Maybe they're just like, oh, well, he can just be he's a one-inning guy. We need to coddle him and be day after. Like, I've said it so many times on this show. He is your $102 million arm. Use him. Use him. Not to mention all the other alternatives. Who is the best reliever for the Mets in the entire span of Edwin Diaz's career with the Mets? Who is their second best reliever behind Diaz?
Raley? Yeah, that's it, Raley.
Raley? Yeah. And Raley was out with Tommy John surgery for a year.
Yeah, spurts of Reed Garrett.
Aaron Loop for 1 year.
First half, Reed Garrett's.
Yeah. You're not going to find a reliever like that. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit if it's Robert Suarez or Pete Fairbanks. You're not going to find a reliever like that. I'm sorry. He will go out there no matter what. That is the one thing we know about Edwin Diaz. He will go out there no matter what. Unless he's unless a freak injury keeps him from not doing it.
I gotta lighten the room up a little bit. Everybody's all
I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you while he was rehabbing that leg, or before he had surgery, even had surgery on it the next day, he's like, no, I can still pitch. I bet you he probably said that probably crossed his mind.
Stick it in an air cast and go to work. But I David, what do you got? I mean, that's all we can say is, David, what stupid plan you got? Like, we can cry about it. We're still watching this team on opening day. We're still covering this team, so we can cry as much as we want. It's what's next, David? And you better have a plan. And like, if there's no and you could say this about Stearns compared to previous Mets GMs. He has a plan.
Dylan Ross.
Yeah, Ryan Lambert and Dylan Ross, 8-9 with Devin Williams. I don't know. It's again, we'll see. There are options. Go sign both of them. Like, you saved what, $20 million, $24 million for one reliever. Go get 2 guys. Go get 3 guys. Like, go with the quantity approach now, because you don't want to go quality. Then you better go quantity and not Carl Edwards Jr.'s. As much as I maybe like Albert Ozole and like Dylan Ross, those guys, like, you need, if you're going Raley, you're going Minter, You're going with Williams. Then you need to sign
Familia
two
still
of.
available?
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Like then you need again if trading for McGill with Peralta and signing Fairbanks, or I think Suarez will be more expensive. Then you're going with back end of the bullpen: Williams, McGill, Fairbanks, Minter, Rayleigh. Like that. That's a good bullpen. Is it better than the one overall? I mean, it's deeper because Ryan Helsley sucked, sadly. Trevor Rogers was a fraud. Trevor Rogers, that's pretty good. Maybe he's a fraud too, but Tyler Rogers was a fraud. And then, Reed Garrett's gone, and you can't get his first at success. Again, we're going to cry. Again, we can cry as much as we want. Nothing's changing it. He's going to the Dodgers. Stearns got to do something. And if he's just going to bring his guys here.
What if I tell him that he has to come back to the Mets?
Well, I think he's already on the plane to LA, I would think. Maybe taking his physical and then probably getting on a plane to LA tomorrow. Well, like I said, Orlando will probably do the winter meetings. Of course, the 1 year I'm not at the one.
To what he got from the Orioles, it's not going to happen though.
Yeah, he's getting more than that. He's getting more than.
He's going to get more.
He's getting closer. He's getting closer more than Devin Williams. Probably more than Devin Williams. If he signed the Helsley deal, I'll sign up in a second. But he's probably getting closer to what Williams and Diaz got compared to Helsley.
They say Diaz never came back. Yeah, but it's just I'm just so done with that. I'm so done with that damage control. I've said it already. I'm done. I'm so done with it. Well, he never came back to the Mets. He was mean to the Mets. He stepped on my foot. Ow! He hurt me.
I mean,
I can't do the blue teaming, man. I can't do it. Or the orange teaming, or whatever we're calling it.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for the opportunity. Now you just wait, and I know he's going to sign. Again, he's probably going to sign Suarez, and it's going to be 2 years at $40 million. Should have just given it to Diaz. Like that's just literally going to be the response. Like if you were willing to pay $40 million for Robert Suarez at 35,
just blow this up.
God damn! I mean, I knew you'd be depressed when Diaz left. I didn't think it'd go this far. Damn.
It's this situation. Like again, if he ends up going for 5 years, or like if that ends up happening, that's fine. But this, where it's like $3 million, like this type of increment, this is what pisses me off. And the fact that it's also my favorite Met. Then he also goes to the Dodgers, who we fucking hate.
Hey, I think me and you have had a really rough offseason start.
Yeah, it hasn't been fun. It really hasn't. Even though I do like Marcus Semien, but
No, it's like no. But we'll wait and see. Again, we got 3 days, or really 2 days. The rest of this day and tomorrow, the winter meetings. Thursday, they all leave, so it's really not much for Thursday. So
all right. So again, as for some other reports, we're just going to go over them quickly. Michael King, it seems like the Mets are targeting. It's possible that he ends up signing with the Mets maybe in the next 2 days. Who knows? We saw some reports, like we said, about Freddie Peralta, not to mention Trevor McGill, which it seems like would end up being a Diaz filler now that Diaz goes to the Dodgers. And I'm going to go jump off a bridge.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go eat some food because that's going to feel a lot better. Please trade David Peterson, and if in the report saying kind of 1-for-1 deals.
Yeah, but no.
In the way he's,
not gonna happen.
But the way he
it's
said
not
it,
going to happen.
It's going to be.
He's family. It's about family.
And the way that Salmon said it was like more Trevor Taylor Ward, Bryson Rodriguez type trade. So piece for piece, I don't know. Again, a lot of people need pitching. Like
Peterson,
what lines up? But he can't play center field. I mean, half can't play center field.
Peterson for Denzel Clark. Hey, the A's need pitching.
I mean,
all right. Well,
Tigers don't have anything.
Let's see what they do. They almost have to make moves now, right? They can't just go into opening day with this team, right?
All right. I think I'm gonna go enjoy some pulled pork and try to make my day feel better. David, it'd be nice for you to make a move for to enjoy.
That would be sick.
To at least try to get some negativity
I'm
off
going
this fan
to
base.
leave my house. I'm going to end up leaving my house. I know, miracle. I'm going to leave my house to refresh. Hopefully I don't, end up hurting anybody.
Jump off a bridge. No, you know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should go to that James McCann High School that's down the road. Oh, I forgot you moved. No, you moved. Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, you want to spew out my address? You can do that.
Well, you don't know.
Thanks.
Hell,
Yeah.
James McCann High School. Okay, there's a lot of James McCanns. It's one in Arizona.
Anyways.
Had a better year than Alvarez.
Oh, these are the times you wish Frank was on here, dude. These are the times. I'm sure Frank will make a video. I'm sure that'll be out.
I think he already up. Yeah.
Frank will likely be here for the next podcast episode. We are switching to Friday, 7:30 Eastern time. It just lines up better for all three of our schedules. So we will be able to obviously go live on Friday throughout the rest of the off season, and then of course after every series during the regular season, as we usually do. Some other things that I just want to put out there. What's it called? There was one more thing that I'm missing.
TikTok, MySpace, YouTube.
No, it's not even the plug. There was one more piece of news. Well, yeah, I mean, we talked about Carl Edwards Jr.
Carl Jr., Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson.
Peralta, McGill, Suarez. They were Sherman keeps saying us in Baltimore.
Okay.
Or that was
obviously Schwarber signed. There was one more
gone.
thing. There was one more thing.
Salmon did link us to Gino if Alonso did walk. I don't think we talked about that, but Salmon
Gino Suarez?
Gino Suarez. If Alonso were to walk, that would be a DH option. So that was from Salmon a couple days ago, one of his articles.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see. Either way, for last chance, last some stuff. Last chance to say anything here, Andrew, if you want to end it off. But we're gonna hop off here, guys. Edwin Díaz signs with the Dodgers. Everything sucks. There is no end in sight, and the world's gonna blow up. So, either way, it's whatever. Guys, make sure to follow us on TikTok, on Twitter for content over there. Podcast, like we said, now Friday at 7:30 Eastern time, moving to Friday officially throughout the entire offseason. Follow all of us individually, including Frank, who is not here. We will be live on Friday to kind of recap what goes on in the winter meetings. Maybe there's more moves in there, and we will be sure to go live when we can for any of these moves that happen. And one last thing, Dodgers fans, if you are mean to him, I will find you. I'm just telling you. Take good care of him. Be nice to him. All right? This is a GOAT right here. This is a legend right here. Treat him as such. All right? Yeah.
Don't get about it.
We're gonna have to change a lot in that intro and banner. Nimmo and Diaz are gone. Could a third one be gone in that banner?
Maybe.
Is that the banner of hell that I made? I don't know. Anyways, let's go Mets, even though I really hate you right now. We will see you guys next time in the winter meetings. We'll see if there's any more moves, but either way, we will see you on Friday. Absolutely, on Friday for our next podcast episode. Let's go Mets, and we will see you guys next time.